Namaste, my dear friends, my dear gods and my dear masters. Today in Alpha training, let us move on to the third law of resistance. Every day we are looking into multiple laws. Today, it's a great opportunity for us to look into the law of resistance. Yesterday, we saw law of attraction. Before that, we saw law of request. Today, we will look into law of resistance. When a resistance comes into your life, it is giving you an indication for you to look into your life, whether to change anything or whether to put any attention to it. There's a very famous saying, what we resist persists. That is the law of resistance. When you resist on something, that never goes away. It will always stay until the lesson is learned. Sometimes the law of resistance can be a sign of fear or a misunderstanding. When we have fear, we don't progress. Fear is commonly a great factor which will resist. Before I proceed, are you able to hear me, my dear friends? Okay, thank you. When there is a resistance on something, it means you need to move on to the next level. You need to grow in life, evolve in life. When we meditate, after a few days, after a few hours, for most of them, there comes a resistance. You will have a choice whether to give up meditation or to continue meditation. But if you give up, every time you will give up. When you stay, whatever the resistance comes, when you stay, you will move on in life. Because of our past conditioning, our past experiences, we have a lot of resistance towards situations, people, circumstances. Resistance is not good or bad, but when it comes, you need to overcome. How do we overcome? By doing an introspection. If an opportunity is given for you to perform on a stage, if you resist, or if the resistance naturally comes, it's an indication that either the fear is stopping you or the past experience is stopping you. You need to do a self-introspection. Then you move on in life. If we are not self-aware, if we don't overcome the resistances, we will not progress in life. We will not progress in meditation. Whatever is happening to your body, whatever is happening to your mind, first accept it. When you accept, you become calm, you become relaxed. Then you can do the introspection. Then you can move on in life. The law of resistance tells you, face it rather than avoiding it. We have to face the challenges rather than running away, rather than avoiding it, face it. Resistance is almost like a dead end. You need to hop, you need to find a new way. It is showing you it has reached its limits. Sometimes the resistance is also unconscious. Without knowingly, we will resist something. The body resists, the mind resists. But with more meditation, you can be self aware on each and every aspect of your life. I have overcome all my resistances in life. And every time I overcome, we grow and transform to a higher levels, greater levels. If our life is not aligned to our true purpose of life, we get a lot of resistance everywhere. When we commonly look into people who are doing jobs or in the professions, if you ask them, do they really like what they do? Mostly no. Do they really understand what they do? Mostly no. Do they have resistance? Yes. But they just do it because they have to survive. But when you carefully look into it, if you have your purpose aligned to your life, then there is no resistance because you flow. Resistance will cause discomfort. We always go to our comfort zones. We are happy with what we know. We are happy with what we have. We would never want to take another new step. But if you overcome, if you cross that resistance point, if you move out of that comfort zone, a great progress will be achieved. The first and foremost thing we must do is stop resisting, accept whatever is happening. However I am, first accept it. Then the solution comes. Because if you keep on resisting, the problem keep on persisting. If we don't recognize and acknowledge, your willpower will come down. Acceptance is a beautiful concept. First and foremost, we need to accept ourselves, how we are, what we are. It can be our weakness, it can be strength. Whatever it is, first accept it. The moment we accept, the tension in the mind is gone. Then there is nothing called weakness, but there is only an area called area of improvements. In order to overcome the resistance, you must have enormous amount of patience. From my childhood, whenever I go near the water, I always resist to take the step. There's a lot of fear. But with great patience, great understanding, and understanding why, what is the root cause of it, slowly, with great patience, I started entering into the water. I started loving the water. Now I'm researching on water. It takes time, my dear friends. Whatever you want to change, it always takes time. But you must withstand. You must have the patience. Life gives us a lot of opportunities. But the mind always resists. If you ignore and move on, take one more step, a lot of new doors will always open for us. We may resist for many things. Generally, we resist change. We want our life to just continue in one track. anything new comes into our life, we always tend to resist because we don't know how it would be, what it would cost. But if you look into life as two things, as I always say, opportunity and experience, you will never resist anything. Resisting situation, resisting people, resisting any experience is a great loss to the soul. The soul wants experience, and we are souls living in the human body. We are not humans experiencing soul. We are souls experiencing human body. Life after life, we take new births, but the soul is same. The soul wants more experiences. Life is a great teacher. It gives you a lot of situations to teach you a lot of things. If we resist to any experience, it's a great loss to the soul. Accepting and moving on, flowing on, is what everybody must learn. One of the beautiful laws, the third law of request, law of attraction, and third law, what we saw today, is law of resistance. Tomorrow or from now, whole day for 24 hours before our next session, look into your life carefully. Where exactly you are resisting? Are you resisting to a person? Are you resisting to an opportunity? Are you resisting to an object or a sound? When you are aware, the self-awareness is the first step in meditation. When you are aware and when you calmly observe, then the solutions will open up. Try that next 24 hours. Focus on the areas where you are resisting. All the resistance is what you see. You have to convert it into opportunities. It can be only done by you. Today, I met a person in my office. The moment he came, I went into trance. I saw his roots are not strong. There is no enough light inside him. And he is resisting for everything. For anything and everything, meditation is the foundation. Otherwise, we will just hear a few things and we will move on. No change will happen. If you want to move on in life with greater encouragement, you must be with the people who can push you. I suggested the same to him. He had so much of the tamoguna, laziness. I told him to watch motivational videos every day morning. There are thousands available in YouTube. What you want, you must know. That is called self-awareness. And for every problem, there is a solution. That is the self-awareness. When you watch a motivational video in the morning, the whole energy system goes up. Then you will start running. Either you must be a self-motivation guy, or you must watch or be with the people who can motivate you. But it is only a temporary phase. Once you start moving, then you don't need anybody. But that initial resistance, we need to cross over. Look everything as an opportunity. Anything that is resisting you because of fear, because of anxiety, because of guilt, because of overpowering, because of confusion, you have to overcome and move on. So focus on law of resistance for the rest of the day, next 24 hours, until we move on to the next law. Thank you, my dear friends.